Hello everyone, welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Tuesday, November the 24th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. Link to the free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. Room is open between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. from Mondays to Fridays. And now, in case you don't know, the market's closed on Thursday and half a day on Friday for U.S. Thanksgiving. In the email you're getting, you will see a link to my homepage. And my homepage has a link for the trade of the week. It has all my scans, a link to all my scans. It has educational links. And of course, this trade of the week link too. And also how to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas. Should have also mentioned that between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. I am live on the mic and I share my screen. Okay, so I want to go over one trade. First of all, today was a little bit different of a day. I'm going to show you a couple of things that happened pre-market that caused, sort of what I will call a non-trend day for the ones that we had been watching for the last couple of weeks. But first, I do want to talk about the YJ trade. So let me just move this over a little bit, and there we go. So I click on YJ. This was an AI alert. Now, look what happened. The entry was 356. The stop was 349, and it actually got stopped out. Now, that's an extremely tight stop. You're going to have to work on that a little bit, all right? But I also want to just point out the fact that there was a re-entry. So, 356, 349, halfway between is 352. That's how these numbers are determined ahead of time. And you'll get a re-entry trigger only if at some point during the day, and obviously this happened, some point during the day, the stop price gets hit and it comes back to the re-entry. So, I mean, that didn't take very long for that to happen. The entry was 1102, got out at 1105, and the re-entry was 1106. Again, this is kind of unique in that was a very, very tight stop. But anyway, what I wanted to show you though, I mean, if you had run this automatically and let the system just take you out of the trade for no gain, or a little loss, that would have been horrible. So this is why I always say you should have the re-entry price and the re-entry time column up and running. And it's very simple. If you don't have it, you can just add it, right click, and columns, and everything here, it's in alphabetical order, and you can just add the columns. Because, I mean, look at this one. 356, so the re-entry is at 352. I mean, look where this one got to. Almost straight up. This is a 15-minute candle. I mean, at one point, this was up to 571 from 356. I mean, that's just a staggering percentage increase. It's still up, at 458 if you were still in the trade, up 28%. But I mean, up to this point, it was up over 100%. So anyway, that's why I'm always saying you should have the re-entry price column and the re-entry time. You'll get a sound alert on a re-entry time. So if you put an audible alert to the AI, set up the sound, create whatever sound you want. It could be text to speech, but you'll also get an audible alert right here too, okay, when we do get a re-entry. And I just lost my chart. Let me just find it. Here we are. Okay. Now, I do want to talk about a couple of... now, this is what I was talking about. Take a look at XPEV. So, if you've been following the ordeals of all these China autos, EVs, XPEV, NIO, and LI, they've been on just a tremendous run. I mean, here's the daily. I mean, look at this. 2103. This is, what's that? November the 3rd. So, in 3 weeks from $21 up to $75. I mean, just a huge, huge run. So watching this pre-market, there's the after hours action for XPEV and pre-market. So the move area is after hours. The pre-market is right here. And, it looked like it was just going to keep going like most of those China plays. And then all of a sudden, just before the market opened, this is 8:45. This is 9:30 when the market opens. All of a sudden, these started getting hit. Remember now, this was $78 pre-market high, gets all the way down to 62. And that's a huge drop. tried to come back, drop again, maybe coming back a little bit, but very, very choppy. And if I look at, LI, I think LI will look kind of the same. Yep, same sort of thing. NIO looks kind of the same. Not quite as bad, but those other two definitely choppy, choppy, choppy. So something kind of happened to the sector. We didn't have that. Look at NIO yesterday as an example. This is what I'm talking about trend. Yes, were there a couple little pullbacks, but nothing to speak of. We're just not getting that same action in the EVs today. So, having said all that, I did do a couple of trades after hours yesterday. So if you've been in the room, we've been talking about Mara for quite a while, a big cannabis play. And so I ended up taking this trade. This was right here. There's 315. Before the market closed, I got in, what was the price? I got in at, actually it was 467. Yeah, right here, 467. No, I'm sorry, that was the time, 315. So around 467. Held it overnight. Like this move, of course, after hours. Woke up this morning and was presented with this. Took some out at 618, just over 6. And then now on the way down, I really didn't like the way this was trading. So I got out of everything right here at 546. Maybe I'll get back in at some point, but this is that's a big downturn. Now, I think if I look at the MJ, you see MJ, which is the ETF for for cannabis, it did not do the same thing. So it's not like Mara was kind of following the overall sector. So something kind of broke with Mara for a while anyway, so that's why I got out. And then the other one, again, if you were in the room yesterday, you know that this was a great trade for us, Fuel Cell, FCEL. And so I did end up taking this trade before the market closed, right at 8:30. Again, nice little move after hours, pretty excited about that. And then the pre-market got out. This was two stages I got out at 979 and 938, and then I watched this happen, kind of really not upset, but thinking, man, why wasn't I still in it? But look what it did right afterwards. I think they had some kind of patent news and all, and that's what really caused that one to pop up. But look how, that didn't last that long before it really gave it up. So again, this is, another, I call this as an infrastructure EV play. It's not, they don't make automobiles, but this is more of an infrastructure play. We saw a lot of that today in the EV sector. So, but definitely a couple of nice trades. Don't often hold things overnight, but just like the way this finished. Love the sector, the way it closed, and the same with the Mara. So, anyway, want to get back into the room and see what might shake out for the balance of the day. The market, though, it's funny because, it's just maybe the stuff that I'm following, because the market, it's had a beautiful trend up, little pause here. This is the SPY. And just the stuff that I'm following really has not had the type of trend that we used to over the last couple of weeks. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address, and this is a link for the free room. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Remember, tomorrow is Wednesday. That's the last trading day until Friday, and Friday is only open half a day. So I will open the room on Friday for the half day, and then Thursday, of course, it's closed all day. So hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.